My child, are you ready for what is coming this Sunday? Because if you are not, you may be walking straight into danger without even knowing it. Listen carefully. A man with piercing blue eyes has already set everything in motion. His plan is not a guess or a random idea. It is a well-crafted scheme, carefully designed and waiting to unfold. And this Sunday, the moment will come. I can sense the unease rising in you. Questions swirl in your mind like a storm refusing to calm. Who is this man? Why is the Lord speaking of him? What are his true intentions? And why do they involve you? Something stirs in the shadows, something you should not ignore. The weight of these questions presses against your soul, filling you with doubt and fear. But, my child, what if I told you that by the time you reach the end of this message, the truth will be clear? What if I told you that every question will be answered, every doubt erased? Would you believe me? If your heart whispers yes, then take my hand and walk with me. Because what you are about to hear may be the most important message of your life. Before I reveal the truth about the man with blue eyes, I must warn you of something even greater. A theft is about to take place this Sunday. Not just any theft, my child. This is something beyond stolen money or missing possessions. It is a theft so great that its impact will shake you to your core. And the man with blue eyes? He is at the very heart of it. I can already feel your confusion. What kind of theft? You wonder. What could be stolen that is so important? More importantly, how does this man fit into it? And why does the Lord insist that you listen now? I understand, my child. The weight of these questions is heavy, and each second that passes only makes them feel heavier. But time is slipping away. There is no space for hesitation. I need just 8 minutes of your full attention. Because what I am about to reveal could change everything. The clock is already counting down. Are you ready? Open your heart, steady your soul, and prepare yourself. Because what you are about to hear will open your eyes to a truth you cannot afford to ignore. Now, let's begin. My child, listen carefully. A great reckoning stands at your doorstep. A man with eyes like living fire has been watching you. Not from far away, but from deep within the shadows of your suffering. He has studied every crack in your soul, traced every scar that time could not heal. He knows the silent grief you carry. He hears the regrets that whisper in the stillness of the night. He has waited, patient and unseen, for the perfect moment. And this Sunday, he will strike. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43 verse 19. But make no mistake, this is no ordinary thief. He is not coming for your money, your reputation, or your pride. No, his mission is far greater. He has set his sights on something you have guarded more fiercely than anything else, your pain. He is coming for the suffering you have hidden from the world. The wounds you have nursed in secret. The shame you have wrapped around yourself like armor. He is taking it all. And when he is finished, you will feel exposed. Stripped. Vulnerable. The weight you carried for so long, gone. I know what you're thinking. Why would heaven send a thief? Why does God want my brokenness? My child, listen well. The answer is more powerful than you can imagine. But to see it, you must be willing to let go. Are you ready, my child? I have heard you in the night, your voice breaking between sobs, your hands clenched in silent prayer. God, take this pain away. But when I send my messenger to answer, you lock the door. You mistake his presence for a threat. You see his mercy and call it menace. But listen closely, my child. This thief has not come to harm you. He has come to set you free. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. Isaiah 55 verse 9. You grip your suffering as if it is all you have left. You clutch it like a treasure no one can steal, like Gollum with his ring, whispering, "It's mine. My own." But what if I told you that your pain is not just a burden? It is a weapon, a tool in the hands of the enemy. Your tears fuel his lies. Your suffering feeds his whispers. You are unworthy. You are unloved. You are forgotten. He wraps you in chains of sorrow. He binds you in regrets you were never meant to carry. But hear me now, my child, this Sunday, heaven rises against those lies. A thief is coming, not to rob you, but to plunder hell's grip on your heart. Yet the choice is still yours. Will you fight to keep what has been killing you? Will you resist the one who has come to set you free? Or will you finally let go? The thief stands at your door, but not with wrath. Not with judgment. He holds a key, not a sword. He has not come to condemn you. He has come to release you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. For too long, you have carried burdens I never placed upon your shoulders. You have held wounds that were never yours to keep. You have walked in the shadows of yesterday, believing chains could never be broken. But listen, my child, Sunday is your jubilee. When heaven's thief takes your pain, he does not leave you empty. No, my child, he leaves something greater in its place, a space only I can fill. You must choose. Will you keep holding on to the heavy grave clothes of your past? Will you wrap yourself in sorrow, like a shroud that feels familiar but only keeps you stuck? Or will you let the thief strip those old rags away, piece by piece, until all that remains is freedom? The clock is ticking. The divine heist has already begun. When you wake on Sunday morning, the question will not be whether the thief has come. He will be there, already at your door. The real question will be, will you mourn what has been taken? Or will you kneel, your hands lifted in praise, thankful for what has finally begun? The choice is yours, my child. But before you decide, remember this: I am the God who specializes in empty tombs. When I take something from you, it stays buried, gone. For good. But when I breathe life into something, nothing can steal it away. The pain you thought would last forever? It has an expiration date. The chains you believed were too strong to break? They are already loosening. The weight you've carried for so long? It will not follow you past this day. This Sunday, the thief comes. But he does not come to steal your joy. He comes to set you free. The grave of your past, every regret, every sorrow, every whispered lie that told you will never be free, will lose its grip. It will no longer hold you. The door to your prison is swinging open, but you must step out. You must choose to walk away from the darkness that once surrounded you. But listen, my child, and listen well. Everything has its time. The waves do not crash before the ocean calls them forward. The sun does not rise before the night has run its course. Do not force the tides. Do not chase what is not yet yours. If it is meant to be, it will be, not by struggle, not by pleading, not by grasping with desperate hands. The universe does not withhold blessings, my child. It prepares them. Heaven is not ignoring you. It is aligning you. It is shaping you, strengthening you, refining you, so that when the appointed moment arrives, you will be ready, not just in your desires, but in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit. And when that moment comes, when your soul is finally in sync with the divine plan set for you, everything will unfold in ways you cannot yet imagine. So be still, my child. Breathe. Trust. I see your longing, my child. I know the weight of waiting. The restless nights. The questions that echo in your mind. When will it happen? Why is it taking so long? But listen to me, you are not waiting in vain. Every delay has a reason. Every moment of stillness has a purpose. You may not see it now, but I am working behind the scenes. I am moving pieces into place. When the time is right, the doors will not just open, they will swing wide effortlessly. The people, the opportunities, the dreams meant for you, nothing destined for you will ever pass you by. But you must let go of the need to control. Stop trying to rush ahead. Stop demanding answers before they are ready to be revealed. Now, my child, exhale. Let go. Walk forward in faith. Everything you need is already on its way. When the moment arrives, when the season shifts, when the doors open, you will know. But before that day comes, I have something to ask of you. If life ever gives you the chance, go alone. Walk alone. Travel alone. Sit in the quiet. Dance in an empty room. Not as a punishment, but as a gift. Not as isolation, but as revelation. Too often, you see yourself through the eyes of others. You measure your worth by their approval, their validation, their presence. But tell me, my child, who are you when no one is watching? When the world isn't pulling you in 1,000 directions, when there is no one beside you to lean on, no one to shape your identity, do you know who you are? Most people only stand tall when someone stands beside them. They lean. They depend. They tether their worth to another's presence. But not you, my child. That will not be your story. If life ever hands you the gift of solitude, even for a short season, embrace it.